Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Sooners will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tigers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool. From the running back position, David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good.
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Logan. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Bean. Pucks it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got room to work. All out of space. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance. These plays in, assert the line of scrimmage, run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the...
And the ball comes out. What
offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw. It's Bean. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just
breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires toward the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move to his left. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll leave it with him. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. On the run, still looking. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The linebacker showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see him kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Finds his tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Got it behind the line. It's Smalls. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Bean. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now with the first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll set up to throw. A little release to the back.
A nice catch. Way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Powers through the defender. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And it's right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 45, and what good field position after that return. So here comes the Auburn offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Wants to throw. It's Bean. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains.
Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Sooners want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off play action. Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. On the option. Breaks the tackle. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The screen, and watch out. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Forced out of the pocket. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. This offense has it with really good field position. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's got an open man. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Sooners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. They'll line up to go for 2.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. looking for a man. It's Bean. Moving out of the pocket. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keep
Turning it on. Delivers the stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Byrne. Fights off the defender.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So here comes the Auburn offense, ready to fire from the pistol. Quick handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now he's looking to throw it. Release to the back. Pulls it in. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to pass. It's Bean. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what...
Touchdown, Tiger! And they add lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Shakes off the defender. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. He wants to throw it again. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Normally, I would say, fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Bean. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're going to run it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the left. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season undefeated.